To deliver more than 15,000 meals to those dealing with life-altering illnesses or disabilities. You can learn more and support them at glwd.org. A 3-alarm fire has claimed a life in the Bronx. This broke out just before 9:30 last night at 2677 Bainbridge Avenue in Fordham Heights. It spread to 2 adjacent buildings. Assistant Fire Chief Tom Carreau.
It was a lot of heavy fire on arrival. It was actually a second alarm that was transmitted upon arrival. So the units came in. There were some water issues in the beginning, so that kind of worked against us. It quickly went to a 3rd alarm.
1 person was killed. 3 firefighters suffered minor injuries. 1010 Win Sports, reaction from Jets fans to Monday's quarterback news, specifically what took them so long.
Yes, Susan, Robert Saleh announced Zach Wilson will be Gangrene's 3rd stringer Friday against the Dolphins behind Trevor Siemian, with Tim Boyle to make the start.
Just to give him an opportunity, different style of quarterback. So really it's just to give him an opportunity to see if we can do something with the offense.
An offense that finally scored a touchdown for the first time all month, but the coach still has a season to try and save with his team at 4-6.
We've had a 3-game losing streak before. We bounced back and found a way to win 3 before. So it's the NFL is a roller coaster ride, and but at the end of the day, I think our group has a lot of confidence.
So the decision was one that had to be made. Mark Renee, 1010 Win Sports on 92.3 FM.
Now Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Steve Potusk.
The end of pandemic lockdowns and the end of nearly total work-from-home arrangements have not spelled the end of Zoom Communications growth. The video conferencing software company has reported quarterly results that beat expectations. It's also raising its full-year profit forecast. The company says its online business remains strong. Business customers are sticking with it, and new artificial intelligence offerings are gaining some traction. Now, OpenAI says it's in intense discussions to unify the company after another tumultuous day that saw most employees threaten to quit if ousted co-founder Sam Altman does not return as chief executive. In a staff memo, the company says it's negotiating with Altman, but no decision is imminent. Now, after a win for Wall Street yesterday, S&P futures are down about 5 points now. NASDAQ giving back 16. Dow futures in the red 44. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Steve Potusk for 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
Hi, this is Stu Leonard, and you won't believe where I'm standing. I'm in Pennsylvania's Lehigh Valley with my friend Dave, whose family's been raising turkeys for nearly 100 years on their sustainable farm. Our Stu's naked turkeys run around outside, and they eat an all-natural vegetarian feed. Your family will go crazy over this moist, award-winning turkey. Listen to what these turkeys do when I whistle. Open a bottle of wine and I'm coming over.
I'm Barry Colstein. I am a violin maker. Precision is part of my profession. 5 years ago, when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, I chose CyberKnife. CyberKnife only hit the tissue that was affected by the cancer. Treatment was 5 days, virtually no side effects. I'm healthy, and I'm basically cured.
For an appointment, call NYU Langone's Perlmutter Cancer Center at 833.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome to another Driving in the News video. Thanksgiving week continuing.
Black Friday event starts now. Radio listeners.
November 21, 2023, a couple of days away from Thanksgiving. The temperature is 28.
You or a family member. And during our Black Friday event, there's never been a better time to preserve your past. Legacy Box start at only $27 with savings of over $400.
Want to thank you guys once again for putting up with my morning commute as I listen to 1010 Wins and document history for future generations. And that's what this video is for.
Day of time. Make the holidays special and shop our best deal of the year. Visit legacybox.com to shop our Black Friday event and take an unreal 65% off. With limited quantities ready to ship, this deal will go fast.
The Legacy Box Black Friday event starts now. Buy your Legacy Box today and send in when you're ready. That's legacybox.com/value to take 65% off. legacybox.com/value.
Now this message: lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. Visit njdiet.com. So is it cold enough for you this morning? The real feel 23. We're at 34 degrees, partly cloudy skies. The humidity 62%.
My watch temperature is saying that it's 28 on my Apple Watch, so
will be heavy tonight arrives this afternoon. This is 1010 WINS, New York's one and only all news station. I'm Susan Richard. WINS News Time, 7:30.
And a very good Tuesday morning, everyone. I'm Scott Stanford. You know, when it comes to the budget crisis facing New York City, the mayor may not be getting very far with any more assistance from the feds, but the governor, well, she says the state's got your back.
At a community meeting in Coney Island, Mayor Adams says the city has two choices when it comes to the budget.
One is to raise taxes on property owners, and the second is to cut the spending that we're doing.
He blasted the federal government and said the feds told him you're on your own. That's not exactly the case. Enter Governor Hochul.
I'm talking to my budget team right now about how we can support the city, because the city has to be safe, and we'll work with the mayor to try and overcome some of these barriers.
But the Gov says what won't be on the table is raising taxes. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 WINS on 92.3 FM.
WINS News Time, 7:31. Traffic and transit on the ones. We do it every 10 minutes. What do you see, Karen Stewart?
I'm hearing it's taking an hour to get from Passaic out into the Tonley traffic circle. An hour right now. We are jammed on the Skyway. The Skyway's miserable. Route 9 delays go back very, very far to 78. And then at crossing the Skyway, getting out into the Tonley traffic circle, it's really just a mess right now. The Newark Bay extension of the turnpike's quite miserable, too, coming off 280 and getting onto the Newark Bay extension out into Route 9. Now, the inbound side of the Holland Tunnel, as we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, is now 55 minutes at least. The inbound George Upper is 45, and the lower level of the George and the Lincoln are looking at 35-minute delays right now. So in New Jersey, since we're there anyway, westbound Route 280 has construction at exit 14 for Clifton Avenue in Newark. Eastbound 80, west of exit 34 in Wharton, we got an accident. One right lane is closed there, and more in the northern suburbs now. Northbound on the Bronx River Parkway, the ramp to cross county of Mount Vernon, disabled on the right shoulder, disabled on the southbound Springbrook at Tuckahoe Road, and disabled on the northbound Hutch, south of exit 14 for White Plains. Stinks to break down right before this holiday weekend. We've got alternate side in effect today, and it's a gridlock alert day today. Traffic is sponsored by the Barnes Friend Traffic Tip Line at 844-JAM-1010. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes around the clock, and breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 WINS on 92.3 FM.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes.
If you've been I want to thank the loyal viewers of this playlist, the Driving in the News videos, that tune in to watch these videos. I really appreciate it. As we go past Dunkin' Donuts.
Forecast. Meteorologist Dean DeVore. So what you're saying is these getaway days could be a little messy. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying, and we've been saying that for a while, right, Scott? It seems like a better part of a week. We knew that prime time for us here in the Tri-State was going to be later on today, tonight, into the first hours of tomorrow, with the combination of wind and rain, making it very difficult at times, I think, to get around without problems here from tonight in through the morning commute tomorrow. In terms of air travel, already seeing some issues out in the Midwest with this storm that's impacting folks in the Great Lakes. That storm's going to swing into the Northeast, and here locally it's all rain and wind. The more inland you go in New England and up into upstate New York, we will have a wintry component with some snow and ice to this as we go later tonight into tomorrow morning. So keep that in mind too if you're traveling out here today. Temperatures getting up into the mid to upper 40s late this afternoon, this evening, and temperatures actually keep rising with that rain heavy enough to cause some ponding of the roads and flooding in poor drainage areas tonight. The rain will end by about mid-morning tomorrow. Some sunny breaks, a breezy day, highest temperature in the upper 50s, but real feels will stay in the low 50s. It's chillier Thursday, not terrible. There'll be a bit of a breeze, 10 to 20 miles per hour, some gusts to 25. We think that keep real feels in the 30s during the parade. We'll get up into the low 50s with real feels in the 40s in the afternoon. Then back into the mid to upper 40s, chillier again for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All those days right now look dry, so that's good news for the return home trip. Right now it's 34 and a real feel of 26 on the coldest morning so far this season. I'm Accu with the meteorologist Dean DeVore on New York's weather station, 1010 WINS on 92.3 FM.
Exergen thermometers are a top choice.
All right, guys, as we go to commercial, I want to thank you once again for joining me on my morning commute to work as I listen to 1010 WINS in the New York Metropolitan area and documenting history for future generations. That's what this video and others like it is for. We'll see you on the next video.